Just carry your Suica and you should be safe, okay? Anyway, you can easily buy Suica or Pasmo cards at the appropriately labeled ticket machine.
You know, honestly, the text speed would be better suited if I, read it in Japanese, because I'd have to speak it slower regardless.
Alright, see?
God damn it, see? It's enter, not space. Wow, you're right. It even has Suica written on it. Does it have it written in Japanese? Oh, well, it would be, wouldn't it? But is it in Romanji, Katakana, Hiragana, or is it Kanji? Is there another version? I'm not sure if there's another version of the language. Honestly, if there is another form of written language in Japanese, then what the hell? That's 4 that I just listed there. Romanji is this right here, which makes it easier to understand because it's 9 characters. Katakana is for foreign words. Hiragana is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like katakana, but it's the exact same. It's just used differently. Like hiragana would be for, Japanese, essentially, words and all that. And then kanji would, I suppose, I'm assuming, from words. Anyways, looks like you can change the language of the ticket machine to English, so even non-Japanese speaking tourists can use it. It makes me wonder, like, in Tokyo, there'd obviously be that kind of convenience where there'd be, like, accessible things in English, because, it's a big tourist attraction. It's like Japan's main city, isn't it? It's like the capital, essentially. But what if you went to, like, say, Hokkaido, for example? You probably wouldn't get that kind of convenience. Maybe a little, but I imagine in other areas outside of, like, Tokyo, you'd probably, like, have a more increasing amount of lack of English and more of, if you don't know Japanese, you're going to struggle a bit more in these areas.
Yes, that's true.
God damn, son, and all that. Okay, I see I can use these machines to top up the card too.
That's right. Do you want to try?
Sure, I guess I'll add 5,000 yen. 5,000 yen would be... That'd probably be just under £5, I imagine. Would it? No, we're thinking something different here, aren't we? Man, I've just confused myself. If 100 yen is 70 pence, and my math skill sucks, then I'm not even gonna bother to try to figure that one out. Besides, isn't that the whole reason for, doing this? It's gonna, like, show the equivalent anyway. It'll do the math for me, it's the calculator. Let's see, press the touch panel, change to English display. Choose the amount to be charged and certain money. Whoa! That's amazing! Woohoo! I did it! Yatta! Yeah, he's speaking in that exact voice.
Well done, now you should have 5,000 yen worth of cash stored on your card.
Does it show it? No, not yet. With this, I can ride a train without having to buy a ticket, right?
That's right, but one point of caution. You can't ride the Special Express if all you have is Suica or Pasmo. In order to ride the Special Express, you'll need to buy a separate Special Express ticket, so be careful.
I see. What? No equivalent there? I mean, I know there is. You did that, isn't it? It's like, probably. Why isn't it there?
Speaking of which, did you not apply for a Japan Rail Pass receipt?
God damn it. Oh, I completely forgot. That face.
I see, it can't be helped. If you had one, you would be better off exchanging that for a Japan Rail Pass.
It always just was about the receipt thing. All I can think of when it comes to receipts is my dad. He has an odd habit of collecting receipts. I don't know why. So this time I'll just do it normally. So I imagine he probably would have done that.
Wait, you two, Japan Rail Pass? What's that? Mate yo, futari tomo sono Japan Rail Pass de nan nano?
Notice that some like words just seem like the same in English as in Japanese, but it has a bit of that accent to it. And I've mentioned this before in some LP. I don't know what LP it was, but pen in Japanese is pen. There is literally no difference whatsoever. Like in Romanji, it's spelled pen. Pronunciation, it's pen. Just pen. And you know what? It makes me think of this. I remember when I first got the Vocaloid software and I was going through the manual, and like it pointed out like for like some example, just like how to use it. It's just like try using pen, essentially, you know, have Miku sing pen, and then it pointed out it's just like it's an inside joke, and I think I get what that joke is. It's because there's no difference between the pronunciation or even the spelling, for that matter, if it's in Romanji, that it is in English. Sounds the same, spelled the same, unless it's, you know, written out in the characters. In which case, it's still the same, but it's always not look the same as it would be written in English. I'm rambling a lot. A Japan Rail Pass is a special pass that lets you ride as many normal and special express trains as you want for a flat fee.
We have that?
You can buy them in 7, 14 and 21 day intervals, and during that time period you can ride the Shinkansen as much as you'd like. So if you want to travel to a lot of places in Japan, you should definitely get one.
Sounds nice, I want one too. But of course, they're only given out to foreign tourists for the purpose of sightseeing.
And you need to buy their seats at your respective country's travel agency.
So you can't buy one once you're in Japan. That's right, you need to buy the receipt in your own country, then exchange it at a Japanese travel agency or JR ticket window.
You know, we're never gonna get out of this airport because I'm just constantly rambling, but what if you moved to Japan? Does that cancel it out as well? Just like, no, this isn't your native country where you were born in, but because you live there now, you don't get to that kind of thing. Probably.
Incidentally, like the Suica, there are a variety of rail passes sold by different train companies. I thought you'd be able to travel all around Japan. That stinks. But another thing to take note of is that you can't ride the fastest Shinkansen, the Nozomi or Mitsuho trains. I see, so it has limitations. That's right, if you had a pass, you would have been better off exchanging it at the window at the airport, or...
Goddamn, we're reading too fast all the time. We're a big JR station, but you know, it's like, I'm not progressing through the plot much.
If you don't have one, it's okay for you to just go to the train platform.
God damn it. Right.
Anyway, shall we finally head into Tokyo?
Yes! Finally! My legs are killing me. Let's go! I'm gonna sit in a normal sitting way, well, partially normal sitting way. How do we get there?
Let's see, there are several ways, but the best method might be a special express train called the Narita Express.
You know what? If I went to Japan and like on my own and tried to catch a train, I'd have no idea, and it wouldn't just be because I don't know enough Japanese and all that. It's because I'm crap when it comes to trains. I've little experience with them. By the way,
you can ride the Narita Express with the Japan Rail Pass too.
God damn it!
Wow, that's kind of a waste though. They had a special set just for this, but you forgot.
I'm sorry. Menboku nai. I don't think I've ever heard that as an example of saying sorry. It's usually like sumimasen, or it's like what was the other one? That's the thing with that one, actually. It can also be used as excuse me, I know that as well. What was the other one? Yeah, whatever. So I guess... But he's saying Boku in there as well, so... I don't know, maybe... Nah, it probably doesn't apply to the... Well, actually it does, doesn't it? Because he's saying I'm. So that's where that would come in, I guess. This is trouble, man. I'm learning Japanese, so I'm just going to be pausing to focus on shit a lot. So it's just like, this is supposed to be an LP, goddammit!
Well, now that you have your special express ticket, let's use your speaker and get on the train.
Get on the goddamn train!
Until recently, if you bought your Swicker and Special Express tickets together, you'd need to ask a station attendant for help, but now you can do it all by machine.
Can you imagine if they hired someone who doesn't speak English? Can you imagine all the foreigners he'd have to freaking, like, go up to and explain? It's like, shit, I don't know English. Well, it doesn't even need to be English. There are plenty of other languages, you know. Hey, I see that. Kind of blurred, but I see it. I can just vaguely see the katakana there. But again, I'm not very good at katakana, so whatever. Wow.
First put the ticket into the ticket gate.
Like this?
Then hold the speaker over the turnstile terminal.
Right here. Whoa! It made a noise! That means it was recognized. I didn't know I could ride the Naruto Express. Just like in all three of these LPs, just imagine that this protagonist version of me is the most easily excitable person ever, and every little thing they do, they're just like, yes!
Oh, hey, don't forget your Special Express ticket.
Oh, whoops. Ignai.
Jeez, you're hopeless. Oh, Dojinan Dakra. Oh no, the train's about to leave. Come on, hurry up.
Actually,
Ikinai, mo decha janai. Hora, hayaku, ikuwayo.
And all that. I know this. That's train. That is train. Densha means train. Just like, like, whenever, if we probably will get to an example. Like, I'll just point out just how weird the Japanese sentence structure is, or rather, just like how different it is in general. It's weird, you know, like in English you got like, I forget how the structure goes, but like in Japanese it's kind of like part of it's reversed, so you'll get like words that are like, say, in the middle of a sentence or something, or at the start of a sentence, appearing at the end of a sentence or something. I don't know, it's confusing. Oh, wait a second. Kyoto!
Come on, hurry up! Here we're going!
Wait a minute, don't pull me so hard. Take the train! But it's not the Shinkansen, so he's not nearly as enthusiastic. We're here. So this is...
Here we are, this is Tokyo Station.
This is... Korea. Eki. Yeah, I know that one. Eki means station. Well, train station, or maybe it just means station. But Korea, I imagine, is this is. So really, that's not really a good example I was going with, but that's not really an example, is it? Sugoi, wow, Korea, this is, Eki, train station. It's just like, oh, you could see as this is a, you know, because that makes it more sense in English, I guess. Anyways, I guess it must be, since we got here on a train after all. Who'd have thought it? We haven't even left the ticket yet, yet there's already a bunch of stores, restaurants and souvenir shops. This is more like an airport than a train station, or even a shopping mall.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing, I was just thinking how big this station is. And the local time. Actually, it's kind of, it's probably 5 by now, but I did start recording around about 4. But I mean, I started this recording around about 4-ish. Like, it was nearly 5 when I started recording. I don't even know why I'm pointing this out. It's just because that caught my eye.
That's true, even Japanese people get lost in Tokyo Station if they're not used to it.
Wow, I see. You know what? Any of you has been to Tokyo and London? I've been to neither, but if you have, like, by chance, have been to both, which would you say is the busiest station? The one in Tokyo or the one in London? I hear that they're both busy as all hell. People everywhere and nowhere to walk, I imagine. That's just how I envision it. Wow, I see.
There are 15 lines in the station, including subways and bullet trains.
15 lines? Wait, hold it! Back her up there, Mr. Protagonist. Jugo Senbo! Jugo. I know that's a number. What number is it? Oh wait, that's 15. Jugo is 15. And I guess adding Senbo means lines. I'm learning.
Yes, that's right.
You learned something new today. Congratulations. It really is huge. Right.
Before you walk out of the gate, make sure to put the special express ticket in and then hold your Suica up to the terminal.
Some numbers appeared on the screen. You know, that's a thing, like I've mentioned before. I know I'm rambling a shit ton, but in Japanese, they write out numbers like we do in English, essentially, you know, just like the usual numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't put it in like their own characters or anything. And you know why? Because it's freaking inconvenient. It would take freaking forever to write shit out. Like that right up there, if that was written in hiragana or katakana or whatever they want to do with it, it would freaking take up way too much space on there and it just wouldn't make sense to use it. I imagine it probably wouldn't be any more convenient in kanji, I imagine. It'd probably still be equally as confusing. Anyways. I see. Must be the train fare and cash remaining on my card.
Anyway, we'll be boarding the subway now, so you'd better keep close to us.
Where are we going?
Where else? Our house, of course.
Oh, right. I forgot we were going to your house. An upside down McDonald's sign.
Okay, we're here.
This is Korea. What is that? It's like this is ... This is ... question. Why is it not question in both?
Yeah, this is the closest station to our house.
Wait. Go back. Yeah, where is it? That right there. That is house. I'm pretty sure that is house. And now I've got an example here, haven't I? So, tachi no ie kara ichiban chikai eki o. Like, station is right there. Station is there. House. Notice that they're not, that's not the end of the sentence. Station is and not house. And one thing I find confusing is house is the exact same, seems pronunciation wise, as saying no. So that's kind of confusing. The closest station to their house. Oh wait, it's even there. See? I guess I'll be coming here a lot over the next few days.
Anyway, it's quite late. We'll head straight home tonight and show you around tomorrow.
Wow! This is Kokoga Makoto and Akira ga sunderu machi nanda. It doesn't matter if I'm speaking in English or not, I will always feel the compulsion to do a silly voice, it seems. The town where Makoto and Akira live, not leave. God damn, get your English together. Even so.
What's wrong? You look so disorientated.
Doshita no saki kara koro shite.
It's just a regular suburb. It's not that strange, is it?
It sure is. This stuff is completely foreign to me. I mean, my god, look at the architecture. That's one thing I like about Japan, is the architecture. that Eastern kind of architecture. I like the design of it. It just looks nice. It looks fancy. And then like in the West, you've got like some fancy buildings here and there, but most like look at like a normal Japanese house, yeah, and even that has this kind of nice little look to it. A regular house in the West, essentially, like usually they can have a nice design to it, or maybe it's just for my example, because my house from the outside looks like shit. Just like, what the hell? What's so foreign about it? God damn it, that's what's so foreign about it. That doesn't make sense. I don't even know what I was trying to say. Well, like that vending machine over there. It's got juice and cigarettes. That's true, but so what? That's the kind of thing you see anywhere. Absolutely not. I don't think you'd find that anywhere but Japan. Well, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't think I've ever seen a vending machine sell those two together. But I imagine somewhere else in the world it probably would. Maybe. Really? Really? At least that's not how it is in my country. Wherever country that is. Wales. If we're going by, me being the protagonist anyway. You know what, I just noticed, I can see the green. I don't know if it's going to pick up on the recording there, but I can see the green from the capturing of the video there from Camtasia. Anyway, there's so many stores open at this time of night. I would be more surprised by this, but in a recent part of the Sims Busting Out LP upload on my channel, I'd mentioned my mother had ordered freaking pizza at freaking 1 in the morning. So there are places that are open late at night, like ridiculously late. I don't know how and why that is, but it's certainly not just a Japanese thing. Really, that's not normal in other countries. Not normally in other countries. Say it as a question. What do you say there? Anyway, there's so many stores open at this time of night. But I suppose, just giving one example of one fast food place that happens to be, open late into the night. But fast food places do tend to stay open until a certain late-ish time. And you know what? If this was taking place in winter, which it clearly isn't, it would already be this dark by 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. In fact, it's this dark right now, and it's probably 5 or something. So I'm correct in saying that. Well, it's standard in big cities, but we're in a residential district, plus there's one there and over there too. If I look closely, they all look really similar. Well, it doesn't have to be a big city for, places to be open that late. Yeah, the Konbini. Konbini? It's the third time we've gone over this, protagonist. Konbini is short. Oh, she said it. It's short for convenience store. Oh, right. Konbini is short for convenience store, I guess. It's like he's in his mind, yeah, I knew that. Totally. You can buy things like food and magazines there, even household supplies. Well, we do have convenience stores in my country, but... That's right, and if you go to a convenience store, you can even register your phone to use their Wi-Fi. At the Konbini? Yeah, see the one over there with the 7 on the sign? Oh, we have that store in my country too. It's famous. There's plenty of stores that branch out and pretty much have their stores in all kinds of countries, really, isn't it? There's some other places where you can use free Wi-Fi, like coffee shops, I think. It's just I'm going off on another ramble, but I remember I think it was an historic kind of place in Italy, that still got the architecture of the past throughout it all. I think it was Italy. I think I remember reading apparently it got into some kind of back and forth with McDonald's, because McDonald's we want to put a McDonald's there, and they were fuck off, man, you're not putting your tacky ass restaurant here, this is historical, man, fuck off, or something like that. Just we're preserving this shit, take it somewhere else. But yeah, McDonald's pretty much probably everywhere there is possible. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future it's just like, alright, we're opening a McDonald's in Antarctica. Heck, maybe there is. I don't know. It's like, for the few people who stay in Antarctica for months, we have a McDonald's here. Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised, really. Just like, yeah, look at us. We are, we're on top of the world. We got restaurants in every continent. Every continent has a McDonald's. I don't know. But most continents, at the very least. Yeah, back to the plot.
But Konbini are open 24 hours, so they're very useful to have around when you find yourself in trouble.
Can you imagine if they were well, I imagine some of them are understaffed. Can you imagine now working at Konbini and it's like understaffed, so you have to work ridiculous hours? Like, it's just like, oh man, we're understaffed. Do you mind working 18 hours? Fuck off! Really? Wait a minute. 24 hours? God damn it.
Well, yes.
These girls are looking at me like I'm crazy. But there are so many 24-hour stores and vending machines around. All of these things that would never exist outside Japan. But now that I think about it, I guess it's a sign that this is a really safe area. That's Japan for you. Just like, is this like going to be the third time that I say it's like, yeah, Japan, it's like he's implying, it's like, Japan, very safe country. Well, depends where you are. Imagine Japan has some rough neighborhoods. Can you imagine if they did live in a rough neighborhood? It's like, oh man, Yakuza patrol the streets. Man, it's a rough area, so don't mess around, okay? Just keep your head down.
Here we are, this is our home. Come on in.
This has more of a western look to this house, doesn't it? Looks better than my house, though. I've heard you're supposed to leave your shoes by the entrance of Japan. I guess it's true. Japanese-style dining rooms. That reminds me of Azumanga Daioh. I think there was like the character Osaka, I think her name was. Oh, that was her nickname anyway. I think she had like talking to one of the teachers about that. He just like said something just like, in America, they don't take their shoes off when they get in, right? But what if they start stepping dog shit or something? So I think she implied something like that. It's like, wow, just like, I don't live in the US, I live in the UK, but I will say from experience in the past, that's, well, really, it's kind of like, I don't necessarily take off my shoes, straight away, like, once I enter the house. I usually just, go to my room, then take my shoes off. But, if there happened to be shit on those shoes, I would most certainly not do that. I would take them off before even entering probably. Anyways, Japanese-style dining rooms have a tatami area too. I'm glad I remembered to pack my good socks. Tatami is soft mass used for flooring traditional Japanese rooms. Wearing shoes or slippers on tatami is big for far. Ah, I guess that's why. It would be embarrassing if I hadn't. Noted, if I ever find myself in Japan.
This is the living room and that's the kitchen. Please make yourself at home.
Thanks, arigato and all that. That's an easy one, isn't it? I mean, arigato is one of those words that, like, even if you don't know any other Japanese, that's one that you know. Simply because it's like, it's just like some foreign words, just like, you just know, and you don't even study it. But I'm studying this one, so whatever. Trying to think of an example of different languages. My mind's blank.
In exchange, you can't make a mess.
But stop pressing freaking space. I won't. Katsurio.
That's right. Anyway, let's go to your room.
He's going to love it.
This is a Japanese-style guest room. It would work for you.
Whoa! perfect expression to my voice there.
Huh? Eh?
A tatami room! A Japanese-style room! That's amazing! I can really stay here!
Yes, well, this is our only guest room, so...
Okay, I can't, speak it fluently enough to say it all in a silly voice, so... Yes, it's been my dream to stay in the tatami room! Arigato! God damn it!
I see, I'm glad you're happy about it. Anyway, as long as you're here, you can think of it as your room. Make yourself at home.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Makoto!
Honey?
Where are your parents? I'm going to stay here for a while. I'd like to introduce myself.
Oh, our parents aren't here.
What? In that typical fashion way, like, I remember doing that in my Hell Knight LP, like, deliberately based on that, like, reacting to monster ways, like, I don't know. Achievement unlocked, Home Alone!
We have two, that's probably the names written on that. Our parents were called out of town for 2 weeks on urgent business. How convenient.
God damn it again!
Such a shame they really wanted to meet you. So I'm afraid they won't be back until after you've gone home. I'm really sorry.
Oh wait, that was the other one, wasn't it? Gomenasai, wasn't it?
Anyway, I have to help with the dinner preparations. Could you wait a few minutes and then come to the living room?
Sure, and all that. I'm speaking between Japanese and English, it's weird. Their parents aren't here. They won't be back until after I'm gone. In other words, the whole time I'm in Japan, the only ones in the house will be Makoto, Akira, and I. How is that going to work? No way! I mean, it's not like I've done anything to feel guilty about, but... I have to stop thinking about this. They've been nothing but good to me. I can't betray the kindness they've shown me. I'm not gonna think about that stuff anymore. I won't think about it. I won't! I'm a gentleman. Boku wa shinchi da. Shinchi. I forgot all about that one. Actually, this is like... I'm so used to, like, the hiragana for this. Like, she and and then she. It's like, got that. She, essentially... Actually, I'm just gonna freaking show you. It probably shows like that. Unless it's got it in freaking... what was it? Kanji. Let's have a look-see, though. Wait. Yeah, subtext. I thought it was put the wrong one on there. Let's have a look-see. Oh, it did! You son of a bitch! Kanji. I think both of those are kanji. You son of a bitch! I want to point out what hiragana looks like for that. Like, finally point out what I mean when I, like, refer to languages like she looks like a fishing hook, and by that I mean she is in, the romanji that we just saw, and the n looks like a fancy H, as I refer to it as. So just imagine a fishing hook, a fancy H, a fishing hook, and you get the idea. That is a gentleman. Clearly. Wow, check out this spread. The table's covered in food. Wow, of course it is.
Listen, the Taki-chan's been slaving over it all day.
What? Sorry, I was just like, her facial expression there just kind of caught me off guard. I thought it was going to be her, but no, I was like, what?
I was not. I wasn't slaving over anything.
Oh, it was in reaction to her, wasn't it?
Of course you weren't. I won't say anything more about it. Really should be more honest. What's wrong?
Nothing. My legs. My sitting posture sucks.
Isn't that surprisingly good that I prepared all this food?
No, I'm pretty sure this is the exact voice I gave her in my previous Let's Play. No, not at all. I just didn't expect it.
That's the same as being surprised.
That's true. But either way, it sort of seems like she ought to be the cook in the family. And we've been through this the third time we've come to Japan with these siblings here, and we know that there's a reason for that.
Anyway, I don't care if you're anxious about it. You don't have to eat.
I'm not anxious. If you've been working on it since this morning, I have to eat it.
I told you I didn't work particularly hard on it. Now let's toast to your first day and our first meeting together. Cheers! Kanpai!
That's another one that I knew. Like, specifically it does. It just means cheers. Essentially like when you tip glass together, you say kanpai. Essentially. Kanpai!
Oh, kanpai!
Yeah.
There's plenty of food, so please eat until you're full.
Until your stomach is so bad that the next day you have to waste a day because you just feel ill because you've eaten too much. Okay, that's right. There's something Japanese people say before eating, isn't there?
Before eating? You mean itadakimasu?
Yeah, that's it.
Itadakimasu is an expression of thanks for the beings that gave up their lives, the people that raised them, and the people who made the food.
So, well, it's like, some, say people who, Christianity or not, just, they thank God. And then people that will just, be simple, it's thanks for the foods or whatever, and just dig in. And then there's, for the most part, people just I ain't gonna say anything, I'm digging in. An expression of thanks, huh? For a nice word.
That's right, so you need to fill it with your gratitude towards Aki-chan, who worked so hard to make this food. Hey, I told you
Well then, officially, with gratitude towards Akira, itadakimasu!
Itadakimasu!
Yeah.
Itadakimasu.
This is awkward.
You're so shy. I'm not. Hey, you should start eating already, too.
I know. Oh, anyway.
How is it?
It's great! This is amazing! Okay, try to voice act it a bit more professionally. It's great! This is amazing! That's only partially different, at least not. All this talk about food, and I just got food. How about that?
Isn't that nice, Aki-chan? He also has his own food. Why are you saying that to me? Because you're the one that made it. That's true, but
your cooking is amazing, Akira. I can hardly believe it.
I don't look like a cook, right?
That's not what I'm saying.
Really? You went into that?
Of course not. Actually, I was thinking a little.
There's still some left.
The
food, there's still some left, so let me know if you want a second.
Akira? Oh, we're going back to that, are we? Akira. Makoto. I remember that. Sure. Arigato. Arigato. Thank you. Ah. Why? It's just it's so disorientating. Why do I keep reading both languages at times? Well, because I'm learning it, obviously. So, get some use out of, getting the pronunciation down. The food Akira made sure was delicious. And I even got to take a Japanese-style bath. That didn't happen on screen, though. The washroom is kept separate from the bathtub. Yes, people here really do use the bathtub for daily relaxation. Then people just like, conserve your water, you bastards! Just like, there's a lack of water. Well, it is a surprising thing when you really think about, like, I mean, the world is mostly like water, essentially. It's like more ocean than there is land. But like the drinkable water, you know, clean water is like, I don't know the process that goes behind it. But yeah. Anyway, I never thought a bath could feel so good. I was even more surprised that you could fill it with hot water with the touch of a button. What, instant? They said you just touch a panel in the kitchen and it fills it with hot water to the proper level. Japanese people are obsessed with the idea of the bath. Oh, wait till you see the toilet when you wake up. Because you remember that. But it feels so amazing I can hardly blame them. Wow, the heat from the bath made me so sleepy. Now that I think about it, I didn't sleep on the plane at all. How the hell? I mean, like, if we're gonna assume that the protagonist is essentially us, the player, the reader, the whatever, then essentially imagine that. Just like, I'm from Wales, right? And I know for a damn fact there is no freaking plane that would go to Japan from there. So, you go over to England next door, probably go to London, and that flight would take you probably over Europe and Asia and then Japan. Is that the way it would go? I don't know. I am assuming that would be how the flight route would go, instead of being like, now we're going to go over the ocean, past the Americas, and then to Japan. I mean, if it's like from the US, I imagine the flight probably isn't all that bad, you know? It's not as much distance as from the UK, though, is it? Anyway, I can spend a nice night on my futon. But before that, I should charge my cell phone. Good thing I bought an A-type 100-volt adapter and plug for Japanese outlets. Now to set the charger. Okay, this should do it. Wait. He has a smartphone. Well, actually, I don't own a smartphone, but I've is it with smartphones, like some types of smartphones are known for having absolutely shit battery power. So like I charged it, it took hours to charge, and then it went down within like an hour. I mean, my phone, for example, is an old ass phone. Like, what is it? I think it's an old Sony Ericsson. So it's clearly not up to date, but you know, the charge on it works just fine. The only fault with my phone is it's old. I've had it for like nearly a whole freaking generation, more or less. Because I've had it since like maybe 2009. that's a long time ago, really, when you really think about it, surprisingly. But yeah, so that's clearly, you know, out of date. But it still works. It's a bit like finicky at times, but it works. And I've even dropped in water here and there, and it still works. It's pretty much, actually now I think about it, if my other old Sony Ericsson, I think it was also a Sony Ericsson, but it had that brick Nokia look to it more than anything. If I could find that, I could probably charge and it would still work. And you know how old that phone is? That phone, it was made in 2005. So that one would actually be older than 10 years. Isn't that ridiculous? Anyways, I'm gonna make the most of my day in Tokyo tomorrow. Tokyo, huh? I wonder what's waiting for me out there. I've got to fill the album of my mind with all kinds of sights and information. It's gonna be so much fun. Snores. We're gonna get an achievement for completing our first day. Or getting to our first day, rather. Day 1, go to Japan. Oh, fancy. Day 1, Misaki residence. I don't remember this. They've updated that. Fancy. Anyways, I'm gonna save. I have food, and I've been recording for God knows how long. Wait, is that the time now? If that's the time now, then I've only been recording maybe 40 odd minutes or something. Less than an hour, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's proof, right? Wait, no, actually. I've been recording over an hour then, technically. That's 6, isn't it? I thought it was 5 for a second. But yeah, I've been recording long, and that was just day 1. But that wasn't even day 1. That was night 1. Holy shit, this is gonna freaking take forever. Anyways, I guess I'll see you next time then, viewers. See you next time.